Hey guys, it's Kage. I don't think I made a video for my PoE 1 Mirage characters, but I'm trying to get back and have it here. So, PoE 2, obviously new season, Ruins of Outdoor. I decided to do SSF this league as kind of some gauntlet practice to figure out how to actually gear and progress in SSF. So this is the character I ended up with. I started with a Varashta. I got annoyed at the playstyle. I swapped to Totems. I've been loving Grim Pillar Totems. So, playing here, I got up to almost 6k mana. I did make this chest piece, I just didn't finish crafting it yet. I need the Spirit Reservation, but this would brought me up to 6,400 mana if I actually got to equip that. In terms of gear, using a Dream Fragments, I have gotten 3 of these so far. So they are really common with the Ritual and Expedition. Crafting wise, I did luckily slam into this chest piece, which triple tier 1. Aside from not having the percent max mana that this one does, really solid chest piece. Ring, I was able to get tier 2 mana with increased and mana regen on the new base. I did get a Archmage +1 amulet. Chaos is extremely limited in SSF, so I just settled for the +1. The wand was pretty insane. This is a legacy wand because it's using the original Transcendent alloy, I think, but pretty insane here with everything. Helmet's pretty good. Gloves are pretty good. They're probably my weakest piece. I don't even use remnants anymore. I was using the mana ones for a bit. And then boots, pretty good. Boots were crafted using putrefaction omens. Those are actually really solid at creating decent boots. Like, look at this. Just almost tier 2s, tier 3s across the board, but really solid. Scepter is pretty good here. Tier 1 mana, tier 3 and 4 spirit, mana regen, and then aura magnitude, which increases the ES you get from Discipline, which gets converted into mana because of Eldritch Battery. And then most of the jewels here are kind of basic stuff. Got this Heart of the Well here. Using a few damage taken before life, or mana before life jewels. This one I did craft with the Ferocity to get the increased suffixes. This one's just crit bonus. This one's just crit bonus. I didn't even unveil it because I'm lazy. Tendency, I was using Unnamed Heartwood for a bit, but I have swapped to Entwined Realities. It's nice to pick up stuff like Arcane Nature for the AoE, because we proc Arcane Surge on our weapon set too, and then Wasting Cuts. In terms of here, it's nice to grab Dimensional Weak Spot early. I was using this throughout leveling, just because I don't want to click Frostbomb and Elemental Weakness all the time. So that was solid. Grabbing some Aura Magnitude, or Curse Magnitude here, because I'm doing Blasphemy, Mana Regen, some Shock. Grabbing the mana stuff, of course, here. More Mind Over Matter percent here. And then using a Controlled Metamorphosis here. Grab some Cost Efficiency, some Shock, crit damage, more Mind Over Matter. That is the basics of the gear for my build. Okay, this is the third take of this because last time, so first got interrupted by a toddler. Second, the audio was not balanced correctly for game audio. It was way too loud compared to my speaking. So we're gonna go third time's the charm, and I'm gonna try something here. I keep forgetting Makaru is not on the ship. I'm gonna see if I can kind of just like explain the build while I am sitting AFK in the boss, and see how that goes. I have plenty of the spider bosses because I'm farming for Uhtred and not getting it. So I know I said this is a Bitter Dead, or spoilers. This was a Grim Pillar build, but I am also doing Bitter Dead with it. For bossing, it means it's a dead link. you are not going to trigger this during bosses. However, during map clear, it is really good, and you'll probably see that later. I kind of just want to see like how this goes. You can see here how tanky this guy is. Another thing I just wanted to mention is Morgan's Insight, not really that great. Blowing up the crystal does not count as consuming freeze, so it doesn't really do anything. I'm not really using Mana Tempest anymore. You can do this for extra damage, especially with Morgana's Tempest. It's really nice, but I just found there are times where I accidentally stand on the storm. You drain your life mana, which is your life pool. Not so great. Don't use Frost Bomb either because I'm using Rockiatas. I just kind of have it in here. I am doing a Temporal Chain and Feeble setup. You do not have to do this. That is entirely just for defenses. If you're softcore trade Andy, don't care. You can just ignore that. And then Mana Remnants, I don't really have the stuff to do the spirit right now. But yeah, as you see, I just explained my entire links here. And this guy has yet to kill me. Yeah, I was popping a life blast, but I was doing it in a reasonable time frame. So, yeah. This build is tanky. Is what I love about this build and why I love mana setups. Because you get the advantage of the high life number that ES builds get. But you also get the advantage of... What's this? You also get the advantage of having good regen. And that's why I love mana builds. Because I am regenning 1200 mana a second. That is, what, 20%-ish of my life pool? Over 20%? That is insane. So, that's what I love about this build. Now, I don't want to just leave you with the boss kill there, because I want to show you the mapping, because Bitter Dead is actually part of this. So, here's a map. I'll probably be more quiet, because I wanted to go over. But what Bitter Dead does is... this is an overrun, so it's probably not the best for this showcase. You can see here, it provides forward clear. I can cast my totems, they'll kill stuff. I can walk a bit without having to cast again, because those Bitter Deads are going to kill things. As well as just the totems being generally alive. But the Bitter Dead will go off screen and kill stuff. And I found that it is really nice, especially for mapping. Like you can see this just swarm of balls. Look at that. And then you summon your totems again. They'll start recasting that Bitter Dead. And yeah, it's really fun. I have been loving this build. The only reason why I am making this video now and not after I finish the things like the chest piece, my ring, is because I am getting a little bored of it because of the Utrecht grind. I want something to change that up. And thank you for the saga. And that's what this is going to do. My plan is to try out Chronomancer. I want to try out Self-Cast. I want to use the lineage support from the Trickster that allows you to make copies of yourself for self-casting. I'm looking at either doing Frostbolt or regrettably Spark. I don't necessarily enjoy doing Spark builds just because it is so overwhelmingly popular in PoE 2 because of how mechanically busted it is. But it is an option for just craziness going with a bunch of self-casting. But this is pretty much the build. Like I said, I will just leave this off with the rest of the map footage. I'm casually playing here. It's not like I'm going for 5 good levels of speed clearing. But this is all you really need for a nice casual playthrough because with Bitter Dead, I am just summoning totems during the map now. Accidentally standing in Amanu clouds. Denying myself omens of light. But that's the build. I will say like this was partially inspired by Palstrom. because yeah, he was doing spell totems first. But I was not really following anyone's guide for this because I think he went full just mind over matter keystone, not going partial mom. I know Tati, like, for his setup, he's pathing more towards the middle than the outside, but I like the outside nodes that you get. I'm also doing Grim Pillars instead of Sparks, so. But yeah, I'm pulling stuff from like Tati and from Palstron and anyone else on PoE Ninja every now and then. I just peek on there, just see what other people are doing and try to apply that in my build for myself. That's where actually I got the idea to do Bitter Dead in this way, was because in the Tati video, he suggested doing Spark. And I looked at it and I was like, wait, what if I try Bitter Dead? I have a plus cold wand, so Spark isn't going to benefit from that. But Bitter Dead will. You also usually just want that Spark for the mapping, not for the single target. Because you harm your single target by doing this. And yeah, it turns out doing Grim Pillars with Bitter Dead is really nice. Yeah, once again, I feel like that's all I got. I will try to make a video on the Chronomancer if that ends up going good. It might be something where I just do like Oracle again for it. I don't know. I'm really just burnt out from the Uhtred grind because I'm not sure if this was in a previous take. I am like 43 Uhtred's in SSF and nothing. And SSF is worse because I can't just buy Uhtred sagas. So I get maybe an Uhtred every 3 to 4 logbooks. And just clearing them is a lot. And when you're a dad gamer with a toddler and whatnot, oh, there's no one left in the map. Yeah, it's tiring. So that's all I got for this video. If you did watch, thank you. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time.